Hello friends, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to my backyard garden. I know I haven't given you a tour for the year, have I? I don't think so. So in today's video, I just want to share how the backyard is doing. Friends, the rain came, it went, and it is coming again, and I'm telling you, the blooms are coming, they're going. This spring season has been so different from the previous years with the blooms and the flowers. But anyway, so if this is your first time, special welcome. I garden in zone 6B7A in Pennsylvania, and if you're coming back, so happy you're here, where I can share my garden with you and we can share and learn together and grow together. Anyway, so let's start here in the back. So when you come in from the side of the house there, this is the back entrance. Let me back up and show you. I have some Rose of Sharon here, just creating a soft privacy fence. They will get bigger. I think they're probably maybe the 4th year, I think, yes. Anyway, so they will be blooming in the summer. So on this end, another Rose of Sharon here. This one is the white, and here is my beautiful clematis, friends. Look at this. The blooms are so pretty. I just love the light lilac color and here. And I did, as you can see there, I did some training earlier in the spring season, and it's going up and it's just doing really well. Everything is looking so lush and green and just beautiful and fresh here in the garden. And then here we have one of my lupines I have tucked in here, and you could see the hosta in between. Friends, you cannot kill hostas. I'm telling you, I dug these out before, and guess what? They came right back up. I'm thinking I probably didn't dug them out properly, but they look so good. I love the contrast here with the variegation in these ones. They look so pretty here. Look at that. And then right behind here, I have a pot there, 2 pots I have there. Those are Chinese lantern seeds I started. It will give me that beautiful orange color for the fall season. They take 3 to 4 weeks to germinate, so that's why I started them now, so that way I have nice beautiful blooms. And I love orange in the garden. That's one of my favorite colors in the garden, is orange. So I just tucked them in between there from the squirrels, but I should be able to bring them out in the front now. And right there, friends, I'll be inserting a pot there, maybe with lilies or canna lily, just something to give some color when the plants look stressed. But that's not until the summer season. Always think of having containers you can put in that space in your garden when the plants are looking tired. Anyway, friends, look at my bleeding heart. Oh my goodness, if I find a picture, I'll put it on the screen for you. This bleeding heart came and it went. I'm telling you, I don't know what happened. This normally bloom all the way, I would say towards the end of May. I would have white beautiful blooms. This year, once again, this year has been so different with blooms and flowers. It's like the bloom and the bloom cycle wasn't long. I don't know if because of the rain we got. It's just an observation I made in the garden. Very, very unusual, right? Anyways, and here we have hydrangea coming through here, so pretty. And then we have peonies in the back there, friends, and I'm not sure what's going on with my peony. Normally I get peony buds on this one, and I noticed there's not any. Once again, it's probably just a change in the weather. And here's my beautiful spirea. You guys know how much I love spireas. Just look at the foliage, friends. If you don't have a spireas, you don't need one, you need 3 in your garden. Okay, I just love them, just love them, love them, love them. Just look at that. And then here we have Solomon seal. I haven't even seen the Solomon seal with any blooms on there. It probably, there you go, see? It bloomed and I had no clue it bloomed. Look at that. They just came right in there, friends. They just came and went and I had no clue. And I'm always out here in the garden. And then here I have this white echinacea. I might probably move this somewhere else because this is the only spot I have echinacea, which is unusual, but I might probably move it. Anyway, so this is what this side is looking like. Very lush and just beautiful. All right, friends, and let's go over here to the patio. I did some potting up here. I shared those with you in another video already with my tropical plants. Look at this. The cannas are looking so good. The annuals in there looking so good. And friends, these are the lilies we did together. What was that? Maybe a couple of months ago? Look at them. Looking so good too. And here we have morph, and here we have some zinnias I did in there. Look at that, they're already coming up too. And friends, I wanted to show you the peony before it rains in the next couple of days, because once the rain comes and hits the peony, it's just gonna become spent bloom. So I'll take you behind there and show you the peonies. Everything is looking good. Here is our St. John's wort that we did together in the fall season. This was a clearance plant I found. I was so excited when I found it. Love it. And tucked in here too, look at that. The lily is just blending in with the pink bleeding heart. Same again with this bleeding heart. It bloomed and it just went so fast. As I said to you, I really think it was some change in the weather. And then I planted up some of my salvia from Baker Creek. Those I did from seeds. I planted some in here to give me some color. And behind here is the loose stripe that I share with you in another video. Doing well. The echinaceas doing well. These two beautiful nandinas are doing great too. And then look at all these echinacea in the corner. These echinacea, friends, they reseed in the sense that I think the birds, I don't know, maybe the birds do it or the wind, but I'm always getting echinacea all over the garden that I did not plant, which is a plus, right? And then down here we have more of the lilies that we did together. And these are just my stuff I'm hiding. Oh, look at that, they're coming up. I'm hiding from the squall. Here's another one of the tropical planter. Here's another one here. I just love this beautiful petunia. And then my salvia, just tuck some salvia in here. And these are some colliers I did from seeds. I just put them in there. They're so tiny. And then here we have more of the canna with different annuals. Can't wait for them to come up. And here is the boxwood that we transferred together. And let me go in here. So here is one. Right here, peony coming to an end. And I told you guys before, we had a really heavy rainstorm. That's why some of these plants are looking like that. But it is what it is. I'm happy it rained. But over here, let's see if I can get over here. All right, friends, look at this. Look at our peony. Oh my goodness. So gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, and it smells too. Oh my goodness, look at that, friends. Loving it. And here's our banana tree giving me a new leaf there. And then here we have some lilies in the back, friends. I feel like I'm in a jungle here. And friends, I wanted to share this with you, right? My sweet neighbor friend lady up the road gave these to me. These are forget-me-not. And they were so tiny last year, and she told me to put them around the fish pond because she has a fish pond. But her fish pond setup is different from this one. So with this one, it's hard to find a spot to put it because she said they grow over in the water. So I thought this wasn't a good spot because of just the way this fish pond is. You can't really put too much plants to spill over. And plus, you see I have the net there from the bird. Yes, the crane comes, so it protects the fishes. But anyway, so guess what I did with them? I tucked them in here. I don't even ask me why. I tucked the forget-me-not in here, and they're so cute and dainty. So when you back up here, that's a step to go to the back. Look at them right there. I just thought it was a cute idea. It looks so pretty, doesn't it? But anyway, I just had to digress there for a second. And then over here we have more containers here with the tropical plants, and you can see some coming out here, new growth. Oh friends, look at this one. I think this one is the Halo Beauty. I think this is the Halo Beauty. Look at that, friends. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And then I have some caladium in here, and that's a green bean. Believe it or not, yes. So all these containers have stuff in there. And then I have some left over of my alyssum. I'll find a spot to put them soon. And I have one winter soul bottle here. This is the white wild indigo native plant, and look at it. It's doing well. I need to plant it out. I just have to find a good spot for it. But that's the last one I have, friends. I'm so proud of myself because I had so many stuff to plant and get in there. And then here, this is what I use this for. This is green beans I have in here. I just tuck it right in there, right? Get creative. It doesn't have to be flowers. You can mix your flowers with your veggies, but just do your research and make sure it's safe to do that. It's recommended because not every flower can go with a veggie, so to speak. Anyway, so let's come back over here. We saw these containers already. Here is the hardy hibiscus. This one is the pink one. I cut it back already. Look at that, new growth, more peonies in the back, friends. Those peonies, they're beautiful, but they don't last. But I think they're worth it, right? And then here we have a blushing bright hydrangea. This one's supposed to be white. Then we have a Montauk daisy. Look at that thing just taking, and friends, I prune it, okay? I prune this thing and it's just loving the spot. They're just taking over the garden. And look how it's just blending with the heuchera. Just look at that. They just blended in, right? And look at the lilies. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, it's such a true say that lilies really multiply in the ground. So always keep them in mind how you plant them and where you plant them. Because look at this. I can't believe it. They truly are multiplying. And here we have this specialty coreopsis. And this is one of those special Black Eye Susan varieties I got from the bare root. Look how it's doing well. So I just have it protected it here from anything. I have to come in and trim off some of these foliage just to give it a space there. And then here's the other one I had protected too, right here. See that? Until it gets big, and I'll take the cap off because I would be mad if I step on that right while I come over this end. And here we have the white peony. Look at that. I told you they don't last. They're coming to an end very, very soon. And here's this First Lady Clematis. This is what this is called. The blooms are 8 to 10 inches, okay? Almost, look how huge they are. Loving it. And I just put a rock down there because they say they like their feet to be cool. Not sure if that's a myth or that's true. So I just put a rock in it there. And when I planted it, I just keep the soil moist. And here's this variegated falls holly, yes. What happened here? It was prickly last year. It doesn't, oh, there you go. I think the old one, you see that? The old leaf is prickly, but the new ones are now. I did not know that. But look at the variegation here, it's so pretty. And then we have more lilies behind there with a hydrangea. And then we have a euonymus behind there. I'm not sure. And I feel like I wanted to move that, but I like it there. So I just leave it there. And they gave me the beautiful variegation in the back. And look at this heuchera, friends. Look at that. Look how huge it is, okay? I think it was last year I came in here and I was trying to divide some of this. Look, this one is big too, I'm telling you. I'm gonna try in the fall just to divide some out and just put them different places in the garden. Oh, and if you're wondering, this is a trap I have here for the slugs. Nothing in there, which is weird. Guess I don't have that much in the garden this year. And then here's this Japanese holly my sweet neighbor friend up the road gave to me. Look at this, friend. Look at that. She gave to me last year and I just kept it in this pot here and it's doing well. I need to find a fancy pot to put it in, but I just have it here taking care of it. And then here is a pineapple lily. We did those together. Just loving it. And let me give you a peep here. I have to decorate here. This is my hens and chickens spot here. And I have some little figurines to just tuck in between. You can see one right there. So with this end, friends, this came the ground here. I couldn't even dig it. I don't know what it was. It was like, it was made up of pebbles and rocks. I don't know. You know, you purchase a house and you just don't know certain things. But I could not dig this area at all. Just this spot only. When I dig it, I get a ton of pebbles in it, ton of rocks. There was no soil, so to speak, okay? So that's how this area came about. I just decided to just create this beautiful vignette here with hens and chicks. And I just put hens and chicks here because they love good drainage. They love rough soil, so to speak, right? And that's what I did here. So I don't have to worry about planting anything because I couldn't dig a hole. And I absolutely love it. And I just have to finish decorating it with those little figurines. I bring them in every year for the winter season. So this is what this side is looking like, and don't mind it, that's the AC unit. But this is the patio, this is the backyard, part of the backyard, okay? So we have the rose garden, we have the moon garden we did together, we have the veggie setup we did already this year together, we have the flamingo garden bed. You know, I think I'm gonna take you down there, but it sounds like someone mowing their yard far away down. So I'll probably wait until and wait for it to get quiet, and I'll take you down to the flamingo garden bed so I can show you what the flamingo garden bed is looking like. Oh friends, and right here behind me, I almost forget this is that fire and ice hydrangea. Look at it, and let me show you something. I was inside and I saw some blooms looking like this, okay? It's not much of a good example to show you. And I said to myself, my hydrangea doesn't have the bloom, what's going on? Then I realized it was a honeysuckle down to the very back in the corner down there, there's a honeysuckle, and somehow maybe the birds, I don't know, so I keep thinking it was an extra sucker at the plant, an extra plant at the big plant, but it was not. So I have a honeysuckle mixing with my hydrangea. Yep, and it bloomed for me this year. Can you believe that? But anyway, so this is the hydrangea. It's doing so good, looking so pretty. And I have cinnamon here, I have the tansy there, I have some lilies, I have this pig squeak, I think that's what it's called. I purchased this last year. It bloomed already. It was so pretty. And look at this, I put some green beans here. These are my daffodils. I have to come in and ponytail them up like a ponytail because they already bloomed. I didn't even get to record it with you friends. The time just came and went, so I have to go wrap them up. Normally you don't cut them back until the blooms are yellow and brown, so just to keep the spot looking tidy, I just do this like a ponytail and just rubber band it, and that's it. And then in there, as you can see, we have 2 balloon flowers, yep, coming from in there. And then here we have 3 grasses here. These are red hot poker. Yes, I got these last year. I think one was from the year before. Hostas that stay here and come back for me every year. So that is this side of the garden. Friends, thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves now. Oh, they're hungry.